2018. We were doing a mobile operation, something that we do day in and day out, to do some pothole repairing. I was the first line of defense in a crash truck when I noticed in my right mirror that there was a person going way beyond the speed limit. And I actually knew right then and there, it's a sixth sense when you know that you're going to be hit by somebody. And I knew it was coming. By the time I looked in my left mirror, he hit me. I had, just from training, knew to relax and let my body go to lessen the impact. Needless to say, even with the seat belt, my head hit the windshield. The back of my head hit the back windshield. Even so, I was more worried about the person that had just hit me. My truck had its parking brakes on, and I was pushed 18 to 20 feet. The crash truck was sideways in the road. We estimate that the drunk driver was doing about 120 miles an hour, and I couldn't even imagine the damage that could have been done if it had been a bigger truck. I got whiplash in my left arm. It was numb from the crash, and my legs still burned from previous nerve damage that now is just that more enhanced. I was especially scared at how this new injury would affect my health and my ability to work. I missed about 2.5 weeks of work, being that this was around Christmas time. I had time off, and I wanted to return as soon as possible and take time off as needed, and my management has absolutely supporting me in times to where I physically or mentally it can't go on. In addition to injuries, though, there were also mental ones that can be long-lasting and at even times harder to overcome. I struggle with panic attacks when I return to work. I could feel my heart beating out of my chest. And it was hard to put myself back out there knowing that I was responsible for my crew who was also at risk. I didn't take it lightly in any way, shape, or form. And it was pretty difficult to deal with my anger over the driver who chose to put me in danger by getting behind the wheel after drinking. And this wasn't a kid, this was a grown man who should have known better. But I toughed it out and didn't want to show the struggle to my crew. What a mistake. That usually worked at work, but then all those feelings I suppressed would come back at home. They would come out at home. I couldn't sleep. I was very irritable at times, taking it out on my family. And eventually, I knew I needed to get some help. That's why we can't ignore the mental and emotional part of our injuries. They aren't as visible as a broken bone or an open wound, but they can be just as damaging. After working with a counselor, things have improved. Treatment is helping, and learning breathing exercises to keep calm in moments of panic or stress are working. I also know it's okay to be scared. Any one of you maintenance workers, I'm sure, who've been out on the road have had close calls and seen that. So don't be afraid to reach out. This can be hard to ask for this kind of help, but it's so important, and we need to talk about it more. I now make sure that any one of my crew members who are injured know about this and know to ask for help they need, including assault benefits for those struck by a drunk driver, hit and runs, inattentive drivers. It helps cover some of the costs that they need to miss work due to a recovery. And sometimes recovery is over a long period of time, and it can be sporadic. Unfortunately, many of us in the work zones have or see numerous near misses and injuries. We need to take the emotional and mental toll of these experiences seriously. We need to be there for each other and support coworkers we see struggling. My crew's been like a second family for me, and we need to do away with attitudes that we are tough and we don't need help. 2 weeks ago, one of my fellow coworkers, Joe Hoseman, was out on the Ship Canal Bridge, and another drunk basically ping-ponged himself off of cars and the railing, and there's nowhere to go on that bridge. And it was a very close call and made it very real for the guys again. Thankfully, no one on the crew was hurt. So, we need the public's help. We see people drive by talking on their phones or eating, clearly distracted. We see people speeding through our work zones and not paying attention to the signs. We see people who are impaired by alcohol or drugs. I've had crew members literally run for their lives to get out of the way of vehicles as they veer in between our work trucks. Some members of my small crew have been struck more than once. I had a crew member who was shattered by flying debris. So we need everyone focused on the road. This is dangerous work, and we take our safety and our service to the people of the state seriously, but we can't do it alone. We need everyone's help to keep everyone on the road safe. Thank you for letting me share my story.